We catch the slack tide. What's the key, Sal? Since you're 61 and you still do this, tell her.
Shh, that's a secret.
It's a secret. Oh, God.
You tell them
You got to tell them a little bit. What's the key?
You sit here and you look at the water and you look at the ground.
Hey, it's Ford Aquaman here. It's early in the morning. I'm drinking some coffee. But I got another one for you today. We're gonna do some lobster diving at the bridges, so stay tuned for this one. This is gonna be a really good one. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff, how to catch the tides right, where to go, what to look for. So tag along, it's gonna be a good one. There he is. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, not bad for one-handed, huh? Checking his air, making sure everything's good. He's a nice guy. He's even gonna set up my tank. Such a nice guy, Sal. All right, check this out. Sun's just coming out. We want it a little bit high so we can dive, so we get a little bit of visibility. And we're gonna run out. If you guys can see this, but you can see the bottom from up in the tower. So Sal's gonna get us anchored. Where you want it? Right there? Okay. Catch the slack tide. What's the key, Sal? Since you're 61 and you still do this, tell her.
Shh, that's a secret.
It's a secret. Oh, God.
You tell them
You got to tell them a little bit. What's the key?
You sit here and you look at the water and you look at the grass moving alongside of the boat. And it's moving at this rate right now.
I mean, it looks good right now. We could hop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You can do it, but...
And then you basically let the tide push you into the bridge, right?
Push you into wherever you're diving.
And then it'll slack.
It goes slack.
And it'll push you out.
Yeah. And that's wherever you are.
Okay.
East Coast, West Coast, any bridge, you're diving. That way you're not fighting the water and burning up all your air.
Okay.
Wherever you're going to, you want to be up current from it, so the current drags you into it. Then it will go slack for 15 minutes, and then it will change current and take you back out to it.
Okay, sounds good. Turning on my tank. I got plenty of air, 3,000 psi. Check out these fins. How long these suckers are.
Yeah, they're long ones.
Yeah. There goes Sal. Welcome underwater. Here we go, just getting my bearings here. Finding Sal, and we're gonna start looking for some lobster. Sal ended up beating me to the first lobster. It's a keeper, so he's just shoving it in his bag, and we're just trying to get a routine here. There's a nice little lobster in the upper hand corner of the screen. I'm just working them out of the hole. You can see them, and I'm throwing the net right on top of them. Boom, I got them. So the key to this is when you get them in the net, you really want to fold the net over and grab them with your hands as soon as you can. That way you don't have them escape. This one looked kind of close, so I just double checked him with my gauge that's on my tickle stick, and he was a keeper, so I shoved him in the bag. Another one just zipping around in the net. Like I said, grab them as soon as you can because there's less chance of them getting out and they don't tangle as bad in the net. Get them out of that net, grab a good hold of them, and the best way to shove them in the bag is really tail first. You can do head first, but it's a little harder. There's one, he's kind of short. So I'm just going to talk about catching the slack tide. As you can see, Sal didn't want to give you guys much information about it. But if you go online, the NOAA, N-O-A-A, they have a current predictor on there. And that will give you a general ballpark of when the current is not going. You can kind of select the area for the keys, and that'll give you a ballpark. The best way to do it is seeing it every day. If you go out there and you find the slack, usually the next day it's going to be about 30-40 minutes is a general rule of thumb, sometimes more, sometimes less. So you can kind of get there early, feel it out, and see what that grass is doing by the boat. You really got to hop in, see it for yourself, and kind of experience. Don't hop in if the tide's ripping. That's never a good idea. So back to catching lobster. Now you can see with this lobster I'm being a little rough because I know he's definitely a keeper. I can tell by the size. But if it's questionable, you don't want to tear these lobster up. Same thing with this one. I would never reach in a hole and grab a lobster like this unless he was definitely a keeper. Another thing to keep in mind, this hole had a back door, so I put the net on the back door. A lot of times if you reach in that hole to grab them, they'll shoot out the back and you won't get them, so put that net there. So what you want to do when you're grabbing these lobster by hand is feel up the antenna and grab that knuckle and grab the head as soon as you can. If you just grab an antenna, you're going to get a bunch of antenna and no lobster. So that's the key right there. I gave you guys a little secret. Sal's got another one. I'd just like to point out that Sal's 61 years old and he still keeps up with me. I'm 35, so I hope I can do this when I'm 61. And kudos to him. I give him props and respect for what he does. As long as you know the lobster's a keeper, you can reach your hand in that hole and grab them by the knuckle part and give them a good yank out. You'd be surprised how hard it is to yank these guys out if they get in there. I had 2 hands on this sucker, and I'm a pretty strong guy, so once you get them out, grab them by the head, and you're good to go. Another thing is get you guys a good set of gloves. That's key. Ones that fit really good and they got a little protection from the spine. You start doing this a lot, you can do it with no gloves, but you'll tear up your hands after about a week of doing it. So get yourself a good set of gloves. And this is why you want to put the net over the hole. I tried grabbing him, pushing him in the hole, and he shot right over. Luckily, he was close enough where I could just get the net right on top of him real quick and give him a scoop and grab him. And not a bad lobster. Another thing I'd like to point out is slack tide is not at the peak of the high tide or the peak of the low tide. You got to go online and get that current predictor, and it'll show you, like I said, the NOAA website, and that will give you a ballpark. That's a wrap. Not bad, huh? All right, let's see what we got, Sal.
All right, let's see what you got.
That's my bag there?
Yeah.
There's our limit right there, and they're all nice ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice ones.
That's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some real nice ones in there, huh? Look at
That might be
that.
the biggest one.
Oh, you want to see if you got a bigger one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that one, I don't know. He's got his limit too. This one's trying to get away. Look, he's like, I'm headed towards the water.
Here's bigger.
I don't know. That's what she said, huh? I don't know, they're about the same size.
They're about the same.
Yeah. Hold them up so I see them. Yeah. I mean, those are some nice lobster for the Keys. What are those, probably pound and a half, 2 pounds?
I don't know, pound and a quarter.
Yeah. Show them these gauges that you got.
Stainless steel, made in a machine shop.
So why is that? Why do you use those versus just the regular ones you buy?
Because in current, you just drop it, it stays on the bottom, and net will be floating like that.
Because it's heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's like
so
an
your net
anchor.
doesn't float away. And it's exactly 3 inches too.
Yeah, down to the 1/100,000th of an inch.
Perfect. I'm gonna show you guys how to clean these lobster, okay? Get yourself a lobster. We're gonna dispatch him first, so he's not still alive. Take your knife, put it right the head, right there. That way he don't feel anything. He's probably still gonna move. You know, give it a twist. Okay? Lobster's dead. Anything moving is just nerves. Go ahead and take an antenna, break it off. And you're gonna shove it right up here. I won't tell you what that is. I'll let you guys figure that out, okay? Take it, give it a twist. Okay, what that's gonna do is there's a vein that runs all the way up. And it's gonna clear that all out when you pull the head off. So go ahead, give it a twist. Put this down because you're gonna save it. Now you can take it and just wring it, the head right off, but if you want to get a little bit more meat, you know, and you got time and you don't got a bunch of lobster, you can take your knife and just put it right under that shell, just like that. See what I just did? Just like that, right under that shell. Okay, and that'll get you a little bit more head meat out of there. Go ahead, take them, give them a twist, and watch that vein pulled right off. You see how that vein? All the nasty stuff that's in there. Just like shrimp, they got a vein. Throw it in there, get rid of the head. So I'm gonna show you guys how to cook lobster, and we're gonna do it in a healthy way, no butter. You know, I like to live an active lifestyle, you know, be able to do this when I'm old, you know, 60 like Sal. So I'm gonna show you guys how we do it. So get your lobster, get you a set of kitchen shears. I'm gonna just cut them right in half. Leave the meat in there. See how I'm doing that? Just cut them right in half. Now I'll put them shell side down in this pan. I've sprayed a little cooking spray on there just so it don't stick. And I like 2 of them. One's not enough for me. So got here, I got a little bit of lemon juice. Put a little lemon juice on there. And then I like Old Bay. Just a little bit of good old Old Bay. Use a small side. Put a little seasoning on there. Oh yeah, this is looking good right here. Okay. We got our pan on high, and I'm gonna show you the technique with this. So we're gonna let the pan get nice and hot, and then we're just gonna add a little bit of water in there as it's cooking and put the lid on, and that's gonna kind of steam it. So that way I don't have to use butter or anything like that. Looks real good. Ooh, look at all that steam on the camera. It doesn't get any fresher than that. We caught this morning, so we got a little bit of rice in there. We got our little broccoli couch here. Throw some of these on the side. Just like that. Put our lobster. You gotta check this out. Nice healthy meal, freshly caught, healthy lifestyle. Alright, we're gonna see how this is. Look, check this out. Looks pretty good. Take a bite here. Peel that shell right off. Oh yeah. See what we got. Oh yeah, that's real good. Really good. A little bit of rice. Super fresh. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys comment, subscribe, that really helps my channel, help it grow, and I can get you guys some more quality videos from here. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we can kind of go from there. You guys have a good one. That's Florida Aquaman. I'm out.